The hardest thing about learning a Django note for note is getting the timing, not the part where there's just like, you know, a run or something. That's usually an easier part. Right now, it's the beautiful sense of phrasing. Otherwise, we can just run up and down arpeggios and scales. You should always know the terrain of what you're playing. So here's the chords if you want to watch me do it. Or play along with me, of course, too. E7, A minor, 7, D7, I'm going to D9, D minor, G3. We got the 1 chord, the C. We're in the key of C. You got the E7. That's the 5 of the 6, which belongs to A minor. Okay, secondary dominant. Then you got an A7. It doesn't go to A minor. It's tricky. It goes to A7. But it does go to A, which is important. But A7 is a 5 of the 2. And that goes to the 2, D minor. And then it goes to the E7, back to the E7 rather, and now it does resolve to the A minor, which is the 5 of the 6. And then we're off into the solo. But the thing about Django is he jumps in early on his solo. He slow down. Again, these are the beautiful things. The lesson from this phrase is, hey, use the pickup notes. Go get in there early, make it sound exciting, like you're just jumping right in versus waiting for it to happen. You're pulling the listener in there. Rhythm right there on that A note. A is the 6th degree, so you know he's targeting that A. You could be thinking A minor, like he did before, is at 6. That's the Charleston rhythm. 1, 2, and. But again, this lick, here's how I'm fingering it. That's a tricky phrase, but I really, really recommend that you get it. I start off by doing this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, and. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it's a pickup phrase. It starts on the and of 1 on the measure prior to the top of the form. It actually starts on the D minor 7 chord, assuming you're doing a 2-5. 2, 5. That's where he jumps in. 1. And then, now we're on the C chord there, okay? So it's a beautiful lick there. I mean, all of me. And I'm just alternating my picking for all of those notes, meaning this. The tricky stuff here. Ba, ba, ba. 2, 3. 1, 2, and nice and short. 1. So listen to measure 4 and measure 5. Actually, with the pickup note. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then on the downbeat, on the A7 chord, well, that's not anything different from this phrase. See, now we're doing up high. And on that E7 chord, and I would actually practice that E7 chord starting on the pickup note, meaning this. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, and now beat 3. So it's 3 and. 3 and. We're on an A7 chord. That's a flat 9. Okay, he really loved that flat 9. But not only that, it's in the melody too. So look at that rhythm. If you just look at it on paper, creates a little palindrome there. 3 and. 1 and. 3 and. 1 and. But okay, the timing, all those ties and the syncopation, I love that phrase. 1, 2 and, 4 and, 2, 3, D minor, 1, 2 and, 4 and. One more time. I think it's good just to get it down. 2 and, 4 and then nothing on 1. There's a rest on measure 9, and then you got to go 2 and, 4 and again. So it's just spotting these little motifs, these rhythmic motifs, these rhythmic patterns that will help you. And it's beautiful. Try to incorporate these. These are hard to do to get it accurate, but they sound so nice. So let's do measure 8 through measure 9. I would just recommend that you guys try out, I mean, this is all subjective anyways, because I don't know where Django did a lot of these licks. I do try to find what I think is logical fingerings. So whether it's here, I'll tell you why. Generally, for this type of motif, like this, generally, I like to think of it as a whole step above. By the way, here's D minor. This is just a little quick mini lesson within this. D minor. Here's the D minor triad. The idea is to go a whole step above and then land on the chord tone. Da-dum, da-dum, dee-dum, 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 dee-dum. So watch it when I do a la Django. There's a lot of things we can make it our own and whatnot, so please do that with this. It's an A minor with the add 9. Beautiful. Use this all over the place. Minor swing. But it's definitely a great study to learn things note for note. Cussive and brighter. But now I'm thinking, oh, A minor 7. Chromatic for practice. Or maybe just a major 6. Maybe a flat 5, like this way. I'm using this. This is just my own adaptation of it. It's very similar to that lick in minor swing. I'm, again, modifying it. There's that same rhythm. So again, you'll see these common rhythmic motifs that Django really loved to use as well. Put them on this next phrase, because when you look at the tabs, you see 7, 8, 7, but the 7 is a dotted quarter. So it's 1, 2, 3. Django did it. It's good enough for me again. So you can do this. But he continues it. And then now on the E7, he hits that F flat 9 to make it darker. And now, again, here's how you practice it. 1, 2. Again, I'm just demonstrating how I think it's important to get the timing of this. This is, again, the hardest part is getting the timing correct when trying to match up and play it note for note to Django. It's fun. It's a little game. Try to get your counting. And I guarantee this will make you stronger as a musician. It will really get your musicianship skills. And I'm not just talking about reading music, but just counting, phrasing, making everything sound more musical by doing this. I tend to do this. I use my first finger, which is stronger. I don't even think about it so much anymore. But if you really wanted to be in position, you would not do that. You would just go. Do diminish. You can think the 5 on a D minor. Diminish, resolution, resolution. So you can always kind of, on the minor chord, on the D minor in this case, you could be thinking A7 and using the flat 9, especially the diminished substitution. And that's kind of what he's doing here. And then resolve. Beautiful phrase here on that F. So when you do this,